Good morning, everyone. So, with the little one now with us, we are taking a short break from playing league games, but we still want to get in some reps and do a bit of brace improvement. So, we're going to go fall back to our good old 15 plus 10 and play a bull game, put some analysis in, have a review of the opening theory, and at the very least, we hope not to fall behind in our chess journey, but perhaps even improve a little bit. I'm actually hoping that playing a few shorter games with a bit more active analysis will push us along. So, shall we continue? Let's get into some rapid only chess. 15 plus 10 as we do. I was thinking of calling this road to something something, but rather than aiming for a specific rating, I prefer to aim for some general improvement. Alright, here we go. We have a game and we're white, so let's play our main repertoire here at d4. Let's see what we get. It's the Dutch. Okay. I believe hanging pawns is putting a lot of reps into the Dutch right now. We're just gonna go to c4. I think I'm gonna go for the fianchetto attack, just because it's a fairly simple structure. Basically the idea is just to fianchetto and continue from there. Okay, I do know there's some people who like to play bishop b4 after they open up with e6, and they try to trade off the bishop. Okay, we can actually, let's play into that. So knight c3. In an OTB tournament last year, I faced someone who placed bishop b4 here. And then after I played knight f3, they just took immediately, no provocation, no nothing. And the point for them was that they wanted to get the e4 square for their knight. That game, that game dissolved into a massive time scramble where I was technically worse, but I had a knight and a queen around their very open king. So I had so many checks, so many checks. It was a fun game. Yeah, I guess the other way that they could go, just very normal, just develop their pieces around the king and castle. It is also possible that they might want to do something like this. c6, d5. Okay, never mind. I play into a Stonewall Dutch. Alright. I think that I could play either of these moves at this point. I know there's also this, and then you like push the pawn, but it's not really a line I know, so let's not do something too ridiculous just yet. How about we just play g3? And this is basically what the fianchetto attack is. It's just playing the Catalan setup against the Dutch. Ooh. I have absolutely no idea if the music is too loud or not loud enough. I actually think I should double check the settings. Oh, okay. This looks like it might dissolve into a Stonewall. Okay, we could play e4 right now. And take if they play d5. We could trade off the knight and then play. I don't know if I really like that structure, to be honest. Just see if there's something better. If I push, take. If you're pushing might be good here as well, just stopping them from being able to play d5 themselves. And if we trade off, they'll end up with an isolated pawn here. So take, either way, I take again. And I still have an e-pawn. And I have a bishop to help defend. And what if we do if they play bishop b4? I guess we can even just take at that point. They have to take back with their e-pawn. Open up the file. Oh no. I could take the queen, take back with the king. I could pin the knight. And then I could castle, but that's actually looking pretty good. Let's go for d4, d4th. Let's do a d4th. So I'm getting a little bit sidetracked from our standard move order, but it feels like a good move. Oh. I am 4 days into a new little man at home, and already so many lessons. Also, pretty big fan of this whole being a father thing. It's really nice. It's really, really nice. I am looking, if they, for instance, push past, we could still do the same plan, but they could take back with their b-pawn, which is... We could also just sink this pawn all the way down their third. d6. Bishop can't go anywhere. That bishop is also getting some problems because this d-pawn doesn't move. And we can defend that pawn at least once here. We can really solidify it, if they allow us. If they don't, our queen's already covering it, we also cover up our bishop. But long term, oh no, hang on, if we push past we won't be able to. Long term, that pawn is probably going to be a little bit difficult to defend. But it takes a while for them to be able to get any of these pieces on an attacking line, so I think this could be pretty problematic for our opponent, actually. Queen out. Queen out is slightly different. If they put their queen out and we push, they could... Oh, they do push past, okay. So let's say queen out push, then they could drop their bishop, or their queen in here, attacking the pawn for a second time. We could have had this move, but then after they push, we would have had to move. So maybe that would have forced us to trade. Anyway, here I think we can go ahead with the slightly aggressive plan and just put that pawn all the way down. Now, importantly, the queen can still come in to attack the pawn from this side. Here this doesn't work any though. This knight needs to get to these squares to attack the pawn, so that's going to take forever. Otherwise, I guess they could also do something like this and take. They could try and put their queen out to the side. Take. I wonder if they jump out to double attack it. We don't have this either. I think on knight e4 we have to take it. Take. Then we have this though. Then we have this. And we might have to jump our knight out to the side in terms of our development plan, but that should be okay still. It's not going to be dying anytime soon. They can't open their bishop out onto that diagonal, so this should be good for us. I think. Hey Bobby. Hey man, daddy chugging the rum as if water. Yeah man, this is a coffee mix. This is the first morning that baby has slept well, and we have also had good control of the situation, so I thought I would enjoy myself. Just don't teach my kid the Dutch. I won't. Here we go. Oh, okay, hang on. So they're going along with that plan, just slightly differently. Okay. Yo, I would have loved to be able to put the bishop on this diagonal. We could go here, covering the square. And if they jump over here, we still have the same kind of problem, unfortunately. We could go out, but if they come attack the pawn, we could hit them, they take with the bishop, we trade, we push back, and then we can't take this pawn anymore. So really we want to get this in. Here, bishop queen comes over, attacking the b pawn as well. But that actually should be okay for us. That seems kind of dangerous. We close it up, they take, the knight is hanging. Oh, my connection's very bad. Okay, that's not good. I really dislike these connections, reconnections. This is very frustrating. Should I go here? They have this knight jump, but no. Did we overextend our little guy a bit? Here. Trying to see if there's a way to use the time. We can sack a pawn and get a very strong kind of like lineup, but that's not really worth it as such, is it? We could jump in here, take, jump in there, they take, we take. Making this knight jump up doesn't really feel like the best move. Maybe this pawn was just a bit overextended after all. We could try to take out a pawn this side. Trade a pawn for a pawn. If they push forward, then we have this. If they defend, we still have this to hit the knight. They have to put their bishop out somewhere, then there's only one attacker maybe. Okay, I like this. I'm liking this. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm not actually sure if these videos have to be live, by the way, but it seemed kind of fun. I've been enjoying live, so that's what we do. As I try to repeat every time someone says, hey, I'm wondering about trying to stream, just give it a go. Just give it a try, it's fun. No need to overthink it. I do see that our opponent can get in here, hitting everything. But I think in that case, actually, we would probably sack one of the pawns. We would give a d pawn for an f pawn. And we would argue that that might be good for us. Although, who really knows? What I do know is moving your queen a million times in the opening probably isn't the best, so... If they get their bishop out, if they defend... Okay, hang on, they're playing the other way. Yeah, but now I have this. Now I have this. I also have this square actually, which is quite nice. And this square kind of solves the problem of this pawn as well. You can push me, but then I can check you, and that is not good. So this is actually starting to look very strong now as well. Queen's only got this. Nope, queen doesn't have any squares. Can't get to me with the bishop. Get a check on your king, you have to move sideways somewhere. I can take. Should I do this first? Then you might get here. Then I come up. Check again anyway. Oh, if I get my queen in here, that doesn't seem very good. That does not seem very good. Although I don't actually see it winning just yet. Okay, but I think queen up is just looking super strong. You can't kick me out with your queen except here, but that doesn't work because I get this check. And you have to move your king somewhere. Because you can't block. I can still take this pawn. And then I can try and take the other pawns as well. Check out what's happening with the little man. The little man is good. The little man is breathing well. The little man is not moving. We've got a really cool monitor system. I quite like this. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Yeah, this definitely is not mainline theory. So that part of the analysis is going to be a little bit shorter maybe. Not so many branches. That said, you know, tell me why I'm wrong kind of stuff as well. I do want to get the dark square bishop out now. Actually, we might be able to get the dark bishop out and just castle queen side, because their queen side is not moving much either. That knight is a little bit weak, so they can't move the pawn, and we can actually double attack the knight. Then they have to like defend it with their king basically. Oh, hello. Okay, knight out, now they have this square. Now they have this square here. I can go here. You can bring your queen in somewhere. But I can take your knight, defending my queen as well. Anything else? Still defended. These knight jumps are not the biggest deal. This, yeah, I understand, but I'm gonna get here, you're gonna jump. Oh, nah. Then I can castle actually, so it's not even that big a deal anymore. Yeah, you can take there. Take. I actually might just move over. I don't even have to take. Because my knight's also covering that square still. Alright. Yeah, let's continue. If you put your queen here now, then I take first, and then I'm just up a piece. Or if I take, you take back. I can go here. And yeah, on this move, I think I can just castle queenside. That pawn drops. Take. Then I take here. You can check me, fair enough. And here, and then I can block. I'm still up a piece. As far as I can tell. There we go. I did also consider here and then you take, but then I have to take back with my pawn. And then my king is... Well, actually, my king is not too bad. Oh, no, here you've got this. Yeah, okay. So I guess after you take, I do take. You take with your queen. I take here. And You can check me up. I mean, I can actually get checked up and then run this way, but I know I can't because it'll be on the same line. Check up, check me again, and I can actually come here. If you check me again, I've got my I've got my queen covering, and my knight is still covering this pawn, and this knight is still pressed by my bishops, and your f pawn is still weak as well. So I'm feeling like this opening is going pretty well for us. Pretty well. Maybe I will end up re-uploading this just as a video because the connection doesn't look like it's doing too well. Alright, so I take. Now you've just sacked a piece for a pawn, so you have to take back. Here, 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 here. And if you take there, I take your queen. If you take my queen, I take back with my bishop. And I'm just sitting pretty. Sitting pretty, sitting pretty. Yeah, and my main threat is still to take this knight if you don't do anything. Yeah, okay, you did, so now I take this knight. Thank you very much. You have a check if you want it. But it doesn't really matter that much. I can go here. I can actually, no, I can't push up, that's a little bit silly. Yeah, I guess I should take here, that also hits your rook. I'm wondering if I can just find a way to distract your bishop, but I guess I can't. Alright, so let me just take over here then. Still defending, attacking this rook. Oh, okay, you're taking my top pawn. Yeah, that's slightly different from what I expected, but I still have a way to block you, so it doesn't really matter. I also don't have to block you actually, I can just go sideways. There's no checks there. The rook is still hanging, this pawn is still hanging. If you take this pawn, no you can't. Yeah, so maybe I just step out of the way and then go, hello, now what? But I could also just block with my queen. No, I don't think I'm blocking with my queen. I am the one that knocks. Yeah, I definitely think we're taking back with we're moving our king instead. I do want to get my other knight out, which is a bit tricky while my bishop's sitting on that square. But after I take here, I might actually... Nah, never mind. I'll probably just jump my knight out sideways. Just be careful, this rook is now not defended sufficiently. Although, I think this sack might even have some point now because the king is basically stuck, so... Damn, as a next move I could even do this. If you take, I take back. And your king is wide open. Can't go anywhere. Whoopsie daisy. That would force your queen and your bishop to try block. So I guess this would be the move now. But I'm taking the rook. So here would be the move. Then I can take here first. Yeah, then I can take here first. Still threatening that, and then I'm back on here, which is actually close to mate because your queen is just mega stuck. I'm wondering if I sack here. No, it's not worth it. Okay. I think it would just take. take this pawn. Stops the queen from coming in. Can still come here though. But then we can check again. Could also... Nah, never mind. Yeah, do have to be careful there's not some funny thing where we end up getting triple forked or something, lose a rook, and then have insufficient material to attack with. That's the kind of stupid way that things sometimes go. Honestly, this move looks flipping fire. Take, and we're like, what are you gonna do about this? This looks so strong. I also have this. Hitting the queen and then here. So actually this is maybe cleaner, because I immediately threaten it with the next rook move. So if you don't play queen f7 right now, even playing here doesn't quite work out. Here you attack me, I still get this first. And I can take with check and then take back and stuff. Yeah. Okay, yeah, exactly. Alright, here let's just make sure we don't have no checks that matter. You know, you can't come down. And it doesn't matter when you come up because I get this first. That's literally the next move. So this just looks crushing. That's not a check, that's not a check, that's not a check. This doesn't stop me from still being here, and then you have to block. And you have to block. And then you have to take with your queen again. We can actually just keep on trading. And I'll just be up a minor piece and have these pawns to push past. Is there anything better than that? Everything is like, depending on the way I trade. If you move up, I can go here. The bishop isn't protected, but I'm double tacking here, so here... I'm just basically just throwing my bishop away there. That doesn't seem like it's useful. Sack doesn't help. Yeah, so I think on this I will check and then you will block. And then we're basically just going to trade everything off, and I'm going to be able to get a minor piece for the pawn. And then your light square bishop opens up, so I have to jump my knight to cover the diagonal while I bring my king out, or my rook out. But I also have a light square bishop in that line still. Yeah, so this is looking pretty great. And you're gonna get these guys versus these guys. These guys, yeah. I feel a little bit like we should have been able to find some kind of like mate threat, but maybe not. What if we played this directly? Here... You'd have to go back, and that's, I mean, then you can't castle, but that's not really helpful as such. Probably the biggest lesson we've learned with our son now in these first 3-4 days is not all bottles are created equal. The bottles we started with, very nice, work fine, but then we only had 2, so I went off to buy some more bottles, and Yeah, the air gulping is a real thing. Uh-oh, black. What's up? I think they're seeing that they're a little bit stuck. Bottles are very important because it gives me a chance to give my wife a rest in the night time. So for instance, last night I got up, we did them together at 12, and again at 3 I got up, and then again now in the morning I got up, so yeah, the bottles make a big difference. Uh-oh, black's flagging. Alright, GG. That's game. Alright, let's have a look. So, pretty happy with how that went. I'll just look through it without the analysis page first in case they went and pressed the analyze button. So we played against the Dutch, and in this position I played d5, which seemed like a good move, but I'm guessing actually I'm the one that, or maybe, I wonder, is c6 or d5 the way to get into the Stonewall? I wonder if it matters, so there's something we want to check. Anyway, I played d5, because if you trade off, if you take, then I don't even have to take that pawn back right away. You've just got, you know, two double d5. Two double d pawns, which is not the best. So yeah, they decided to push past though, and then we committed our pawn. We could have actually just not. We could have just waited, but then after they take and push d6, then they actually at least have a way to open up their pawns a bit. So maybe not here, maybe here. But yeah, then they're able to get their bishops out. So I decided to commit the pawn, and they brought their queen out, which I think the idea obviously is to attack the pawn from the back. And here I couldn't find a nice way to protect the pawn. Can't play here. If I cover the square, they still have knight g4 hitting my bishop. I couldn't find any great way to make this work. I'd have to sacrifice a pawn. So here, and then they would take, and I'd have to take with my queen. So I played bishop h3, hitting this pawn, and here they played e5, defending the pawn with their queen, and I think this is probably where they started actually losing, because it gave me bishop f4, defending the pawn kind of indefinitely now. Yeah, we could do like a little, I don't know, I wouldn't go there, I'd probably go here, and you jump back, but then I have this, yeah, so I think this was a mistake. If they went g6, I could hit their knight, they could defend their knight. Oh yeah, but in defending it they also take one of the attackers away, so I would still have the pawn there, but then I would probably end up just, you know, developing my knight and castling. So yeah, anyway, they played e5. This gives me the bishop f4, but I found an even stronger way to go, which is to get my queen in, because it's defending my c pawn as well. It also takes away the c5 square from the black queen. And if you ever decide to play queen b6 to come across, I can block off and solidify this pawn completely. Your queen moves have just cost you the game, basically. Alright, they break the other knight out, still gets that square, and here I go. So now I calculated that I'll end up being able to take and take back if they come attack me, and I'm also able to castle out of the knight jump, which threatens this royal fork. So they did a royal fork jump here, and this I calculated looking okay. Take there. If they decide to check me, I just go up. They check me again, I go back. They check me again, I put my queen there. The queen's hanging, I just took a piece. They took back. I couldn't find anything better than taking the pawn, but I actually missed that my c pawn was hanging. If I found that in the continuation, maybe I would have taken this way, I wonder. I'm not sure because I didn't calculate it, but actually it turned out really good because after this, king b1, always play king b1. They have no checks. Alright, rook gets saved, bishop pawn here, and so I expected the game to continue here. We'll quickly look at that. Let's open the analysis. Let's have a look. Alright, we'll just put a quick look at opening theory. So yeah, g6 is one of the main moves. If all of these moves can still transpose, not knight c3. That's the Raphael variation, I think. Knight c3. Yeah, Raphael. Knight. Okay, yeah, e6 is a move. g3 is main move here. Both knights also able to jump. Also e3, a3 as well. Wow, you've got a lot of options that score very well for white at the top level still. Alright, I just bring my knight out. I was kind of, checking if they would play into this position. Bishop e4, kind of Nimzo style, trying to take control of the e5 square because they already have the f5 pawn out. But anyway, they brought their knight out. Knight f3, here I play g3, which is apparently slightly worse at the top level. Queen c2 is pretty good. Yeah, but we're still going to transpose, and basically everything scores better for white than black. So here, and they didn't play bishop out, they played c6. So d5, yeah, so d5 was the main move here for the Stonewall, I'm guessing. Bishop g2, c6, I guess. c6, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my connection's so poor. It's not working well as a live stream from this room. I should have tried the other internet. So, I mean, this is basically the Stonewall, right? Okay, but they went c6 first. And c6 actually scores very well after bishop g2 for black. And no one goes d5. So if I go d5 here, we're out of Master's database. Let's have a look. And elite is top. Bishop e4, very strong for black. Oh, okay. Oh, because I might get double pawns. And I can't do anything better, but... Oopsie, no. I can't do anything better but taking. No, come on. Yo, my connection is so poor all of a sudden. Oh no, I can at least put another defender out. Okay. Takes. We are playing on a calculator today. I really have to. Queen a5, hitting our backwards pawn, putting more pressure on the middle pawn. Best move according to the results in the database. Castle's good for me. I think castles, I just play d6 anyway, because d6 is kind of strong. Oh, e3, yeah, here's a d6 game. Alright, they played e5, which is still in the database, and yes, d6, 6 games. d6, queen a5, 2 games still. Okay, b6 also good, getting the light square bishop out the other way. Yeah, you could at least develop this way and eventually open up here maybe. Queen a5. Bishop h3, that's what we did. We're in good company, 2400 played this move. And, oh yeah, so here in that game they actually did play g6, which was the move I expected. Knight f3, knight e4, doubling up against that knight, queen c2, probably I guess. Oh no, actually sacked it. Here, takes. queen takes, or do you do queen c5? Okay. Double attacking the pawn, stopping you from connecting, and you will have isolated pawns going forward, yeah? Okay. 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 E4. Crushing the position open. Knight G5, yeah. Hitting that pawn again. Now you can take the pawn with your queen. Honestly, this connection problem is getting very frustrating. Let's get off the streaming. Yes. Okay. Apparently, I stopped the stream, but the actual recording also stopped. That is very frustrating. That is not what we asked for. Okay, so we're gonna have to add these together. Yeah, so queen takes. Queen b3, getting out of the way. And your e-pawn is hanging. Knight a. Knight takes e. Queen d3. Rook e1. Oh, interesting. Knight c5. Takes. And you get your... Oh, this is just so crushing, yeah. And the bishop goes... Okay, so that actually, I think... Black just fell for a tactic in that position. Let's actually go over to that game themselves, and let's just see. I think that's basically what happened there. When was this game played? 2 years ago. 10 plus 0. Okay. Okay, we did stop the stream, but poor OBS. The connection in this room is just too weak for it to be able to get things together properly. So lesson for us, maybe this series is offline instead. Is this where they... Yeah. Okay, yeah, things get tough from there. Alright, so that was that game. G6 did look like a move. I actually was wondering about bishop up here, and then that it just isn't attacked anymore. So then I probably would have played. But then after this, my knight has to jump this way. So actually I understand it's maybe the wrong way to go about it. So they had a good idea. Anyway, okay, I played up. Now we did let go of this. Let's put on the engine quick. Let's see if this is a valid way to play against the Dutch, or if this is just rubbish. Okay, well, doesn't look like we did very poorly. I'll just refresh in case there's something funny with the analysis. Nope. Okay. Now, D6 does look like it's a good move. Yeah. Oh, they actually have to jump their knight out here. I did look at this. What did I decide? You have to take, or you can't take. In this position, I guess you just take here. And if they take this way, it's the best position now. Alright, we're still doing okay. It's still relatively equal. Yeah, we can jump the knight. Okay. Anyway, knight e5. Queen up, great move. Queen up, best move, okay? Yeah, queen up, great move. Bishop up, great move. Yeah, we just played very well. Castles does land. Yeah. Actually, you can do either one. I'm happy with this. This is the line I was calculating. Yeah, just very, very good for white still. Okay, and both is okay. Keeping the c-pawn slightly stronger apparently. Okay, but you shouldn't have taken that. You should have checked me here. But this is the same continuation anyway. And this is apparently better for black. Oh no. Alright, that's very disappointing. So if you did check me, I had to run out. Oh, because the queen's defending is still. Checking again. Keep on running. Oh my goodness. King walk. Okay. It's not what I was expecting to do. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, great move. And the continuation I saw was here. Take. Block. Take. Ah, you can actually do this. Okay, maybe if we played it I would have seen it. But I did not. Ooh, this is a great move. Either way you take his mate. So check this out, this mate. Oh, that's not mate, I'm silly. Yeah. Okay, but hang on, why don't I just take this with at the start? Why sacrifice my bishop at all? Alright. Nice. Oh, very clean. Definitely not the best opening line. I will actually go into my studies over here and just see if I've got something related to this. Getting a look under the hood now. All my old study materials. Dutch. Stonewall. Let's just see what the Stonewall's move orders that we had. Yeah, it's d5 directly. There's no c5. Yeah, I think that was just a bit of a whoopsie. Alright. Well, very well done. So, glad to get our first game in with a win. And glad that we found a little bit of a maybe a misstep by our opponent, and we were able to take advantage of that. Love to see the graph always on our side. Good stuff. Just one blunder way at the end apparently. Well, I don't know. Okay, another inaccuracies is what you call it, I guess. Alright, GG, see you the next one.